Hey YouTube, my name is Geekerton, and I'm going to be doing something that I've wanted to do for a long time, which is to make a YouTube video while also doing something fun, like 1 year community center run. But that's kind of common, and if you play enough Stardew Valley, or at least as much as me, it gets a little easy. So I wanted to do something with a stipulation. So I'm going to be doing a watering canless farm. And my favorite thing is probably going to be chicken coops, because those are pretty important. The dog scares me and it's super loud, so I'm going to pick the cat. And picking my character, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm going to go with a Riverland farm because I've done this run once before on a hilltop and that was useful, but I want to see how this goes. So without further ado, let's go! Alright, so we have our parsnips, so important. Thanks, Lewis. Just gonna check our luck. We know that it's gonna be sunny tomorrow. And we do what every good farmer does on the first day, which is to swing a scythe around and clear our farm so we can plant those parsnips. It's not super important to plant everything today, but we might as well. Because we won't be watering anything, doesn't even really matter. Yeesh, I gotta change my settings, I'll be back. Alright, we're back. So one of the objectives for today is going to be to get enough wood for a chest, do some foraging, meet some people, and probably turn in anything that we can find in terms of artifacts. Our eventual goal for this season is going to be to create chicken coops, because we need farming experience in order to get sprinklers, and sprinklers are kind of the only way that we can get through this without a watering can. In order to get sprinklers, we get chicken coops so that we get farming experience from taking care of our animals. And the only thing that you can really afford at the beginning is chickens, so that's pretty much what I would recommend that you do. We do. Because we're in this together. So I'm just gathering enough wood right now so I can make a chest, so I can get rid of my watering can because they're terrible and I never want to use them. Alright, almost there. And if you notice, we got some mixed seeds right here. And those are pretty useful. Cash is in very short supply at the beginning stages of this run because we need to save it for chickens, for coops, for everything. And getting mixed seeds makes it so we might get some crops for free, which is always going to be useful. Only downside being that there is a higher chance of, I think, the crows eating our stuff, which is never good. So let's plant our parsnips. So I'm going to leave a couple rows for other crops that we need in the community center, like our beans and our potatoes and cauliflower. So we'll leave that on the floor for right now. And we'll leave our chest right here. Goodbye, watering can. We will never see you again. Alright, so I'm going to be going off to forage and things. I don't need anything in my inventory except whatever I need to get around town and hopefully dig up some artifacts. Also to cut my way through bridges. Oh dear. Oh dear. Not good. Should have checked this. Okay, we can get rid of these. So what I'm hoping for is enough forageable goods to be able to afford 3 of each crop that we need for the community center, so the green beans, the potatoes, the cauliflower. It's going to be very close to 500. So any cushion that we can get for that and for the upcoming days would be pretty good. Getting pretty darn unlucky with this foraging stuff so far. I'm not happy about it. We have 1 dandelion after walking around for an hour. It's not the best. Hopefully we get some spring onions. We got 1 spring onion. Just 1. Not happy about this either. Ooh. Hello. Getting these horseradishes are pretty great because they sell for a bit and they're terrible for the energy. I would talk to Haley just to introduce myself, but she won't even remember me if I talk to her right now. Alright. Tail end of that trip kind of saved it for us. So we will definitely have enough to afford the things that we need to buy. I'm gonna do a little bit of urban foraging here. Hoping for cookies or for bread, pizza, diamond. But really, I'll just take whatever. Anything that nature has to offer. Pretty good beach. Mussels, oysters, clams. Those we could all donate to the community center, but I'm gonna sell them at the bin in the farm today just because we could use the cash early on. And honestly, it's not that big of a deal to go find them again. Alright, I'll sell all of these. Great. I guess I should meet Pierre. Hello. Now, one person in particular that I would like to meet is Caroline. I'd like to become her best friend if possible, because in the very likely case that we don't get enough rain to get our sprinklers in time for the season, we need to get a cauliflower. And the only way that we're going to be able to get a cauliflower is either the traveling cart or Caroline giving it to you as a gift. Thought you could hide from me, eh? Clay is not the worst because we're gonna need it in order to make silos for our chickens. And we're not gonna be doing much planting otherwise. Sell these. think we'll save one daffodil for Caroline. Do our planting. Pretty much out of energy for the day. So the only thing we have left to do is clear our farm of weeds because we don't have the energy to clear anything else. So I'll be doing that. Hoping for mixed seeds on this good luck day. And then we'll call it a day. We could actually go up to the mountains and do some more foraging. If you're like me and you don't usually play this game without a magnet ring on, the range for picking up items is pretty abysmal. You're not used to it. It's hard to get accustomed to being so poor again. So very poor. Let me take this time to say hi to Linus. Hello. Linus is another person that you kind of need to make friends with because he's going to be able to provide you with the Maki role, which is pretty important. But Linus's friendship usually comes without too much effort, just because he's always by the mountains and you can drop by and say hi to him whenever you really need to. Missed another daffodil. Let's see if we win the mixed seeds lottery here. One, two mixed seeds. Ah. That's not bad. That's about what I was hoping for. Honestly, I don't go through this run hoping for mixed seeds ever, because that's just asking for trouble. Oh, we got really lucky over here. 2 more daffodils. So that's a pretty productive day 1. We're pretty much out of energy. There's not much else that we can do, but I'll plant these mixed seeds. Then we'll see how much we made for the day. Oh, that's irritating. So tomorrow will be pretty exciting. We're gonna go talk to Willie. We're gonna get a fishing rod. And then we are gonna spend all day in the mountain lake just fishing. The push for cash is real now. So real. Alright, so let's see how we did. We got pretty lucky at the foraging at the end. Yeah, not a bad day 1. 5 daffodils plus the one we have in our chest. It's pretty darn good. Okay. I bet you $10 it's going to rain tomorrow. Because it always rains on the 3rd of spring. It's very peculiar. Mildly bad luck day. Shouldn't be a problem. Here's Willie saying... Oh. Here's Willie saying, hey, I have a rod for you. So the question is, do we feel lucky enough to go foraging again? Do we just go straight to Willie? Yet again, we won the spring onion jackpot of just getting 1 spring onion. That's not the best that I've ever seen. In fact, it might be the worst over the course of 2 days in the beginning of the spring. That's okay. That's what we get for having a good foraging day. God dang it. So I do eventually, if you see me opening these doors, try to meet everybody in town just so I can get the money from the quest reward. And ironically, even though we go through this cutscene and Willie says, "Hey, here's a fishing pole," when you talk to Willie again, it's like he doesn't even know who you are. I think for right now what we'll do a little fishing. Then empty out our inventory at piers before going up to the mountain. Whoa. Totally forgot about that tutorial. I did not know you could get some fish from the ocean. Also, silver quality? It's a very peculiar fish. Bum bum ba-da. Wow. Alright, full inventory. Let's stick with our plan. Gonna eat this spring onion. Empty out my inventory here. And go up to the mountain. Alright, we can sell this dandelion here. Keep the cola instead of throwing it away. What do you mean I'm not exactly what you imagined? Oh, I've already met Robin. Hello, Emily. You are weird. And I like it. No, 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 no! Yeah! Alright, now we fish till we run out of energy or room. Then that'll be the end of day 2. It'll be raining tomorrow, so that'll be the first day of watering our parsnips. We need 3 more. I got the chest. I did it. I did it. Level 1 chest. All that for a chub. And coal. Not exciting. Not exciting at all. Looks like we hit level 2 fishing just now. More coal and bait. Bait is pretty useless until we can afford a new fishing rod. Which actually, now I think about it, is not too far away if we wanted to use the Riverland farm and fishing in order to make our money. Hopefully this is another largemouth bass instead of a bullhead because I don't have room for it. Thank you. So as you can see, inventory space is a bit of a problem. I think I'm going to store the bait for now. Doesn't sell for much anyway. Store that. Sell these things. Plenty of energy for now. It's a pretty boring day, especially for day 2, but desperate times, when you can't use your watering can, you definitely need to create alternate sources of income. That is not how you're gonna get the income. Come on, fish. Fish. Fish, 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 fish. Fish? You're fishy. Fish. Not what I wanted. Better than trash. Not what I wanted. Better than trash. Three chests in one day. Pretty decent. The results of these chests have been less than decent. Would have loved a diamond. Or a sword. If you ever wonder if time freezes while you're fishing, you can take a look at Sebastian over here. He is not moving. Anxious to go smoke that cigarette, but he cannot because I am fishing. Time has frozen. Now he moves again. Pretty glad that Sebastian's here. He is normally hard to get a hold of. Ends up being one of the last people that I need to say hi to. Getting a bunch of carp, which is not optimal. They don't sell for much, but at least they're easy to catch. When I say they don't sell for much, I really mean it. They get pretty disappointing if you break down the numbers. Our first piece of trash for the day. Been pretty lucky. Alright, so we have room for a couple more fish. There's this tantalizing pool of bubbles that I'm never gonna get to. Nobody can never fish at. It's like the game is trolling us. Bye, Sebastian. Never met an actual person named Sebastian, but I've seen people online call this Sebastian Sebi, which doesn't make sense to me. Like, if I was a Sebastian, I'm not sure I would want to be called Sebi. If you are a Sebastian and you're listening to this, please comment. Let me know if you would accept being called Sebi. Whoops. How did I get turned around over there? Alright, last fish. Let's hope for a good one. Not trash. Yes, come on. Alright, so today was a pretty productive day. We got a lot of good fishing in. Our farm is pretty clear of weeds. Have all the mixed seeds that we can plant for right now. So it's going to rain tomorrow. We just have to keep in mind that we have 3 more days that we need to have rain. We just have to pray for rain. So I guess one way you can game the system maybe is if you can restart if it's not raining, and hopefully maybe that value gets set on the day before or something like that, but we'll just be rolling with the punches here. and seeing what we get. I'll keep the algae just for the energy. They're not worth selling really anyway. Or are they? Not really sure. Alright, let's see how much the algae sells for. If it's as much as a daffodil, I'm interested. Ooh, level 2 fishing. Got a lot of fishing done today. Yep, over 1,000 gold fishing. It's great. 15 on the algae. Oof. 15 might actually be worth it for something that's free. Alright, so that'll be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any feedback, what you'd like to see, any interesting ideas or suggestions you have on this run, feel free to leave them in the comments below while I fish inside of my cabin. Alright, thanks so much for watching. See y'all later.